Ryan Panone's team, they play a different style, generally to a lot of European-style basketball with extra ball movement. They'll be implemented tonight.
Brings it up the floor for the Timberwolves affiliate, hence the blue, green, and white colors of the parent club from Minnesota, and the easy one-hand floater for Chris Silva. Shot no good. Rebound quickly cleared up the floor, and the Wolves race it the other way for Matt Lewis. Now the hook back the other way for Hankins.
You'll look for his team to implement a lot of extra passes and ball movement that's very similar to how teams play in European basketball.
Here's Cheatham after the knockaway inside, and the finger roll, no. The follow-up, no, and a whistle there. If you're fouled in the act of shooting a three, same deal. One shot for three as a floater to the window by Silva is up and good for two.
A backdoor cut to find Joe Young open for the layup.
Here's Young. Leaves it off for Hankins, and Zach jams it home. Zach Hankins doing the job.
We take a look at the big fella, Zach Hankins, climbing the ladder from the dump-off, slamming it home. Big-time finish for the Squadron.
64% from the field. That's third best in the league for men with 150 attempts. We'll use D interchangeable with G.
Yeah, I got to get with the new times, Eli. Definitely a long time ago, but still a lot of the same things in the league. Good to see that the league has actually developed itself into a really, really good product.
Here's Silva against Hankins for two. Harper back to Cheatham for three. Got it, nicely done. Great ball movement by Jared Harper on the assist.
As they were able to come off of multiple screens, finding the ball back to Harper, kicking it back to Cheatham, knocking down the tray.
But there, his own three for Melvin Frazier Jr. Justin Wright Foreman checks in. Long range, Dalton Hummus rings the bell from downtown.
Taking advantage of a sleeping Iowa Wolves defense as he was able to find a clean look coming off of the screen.
Baseline drive with a little body bump from Melvin Frazier Jr. Oh, and Joe Young sees an opening. That's the one thing I love about this league. Frazier against Hummus. Good defense by Dalton Hummus, but then the other way, the floater by Isaiah Miller is good for two. Up on the top of the list, followed by the Delaware Bluecoats and the Long Island Nets. As a long-range tray goes down for Lewis.
Unfortunate for Miller to miss the jam because that was excellent defense by the Iowa Wolves on the other end of the court.
They anticipated the play perfectly. And there's a three out of the corner by Brandon Sampson. He's played with the Chicago Bulls 14 games, Sampson has. And there's Hummus. You know, the big story now is that Iowa's shooting 48%. 26-21. Iowa on top. They're shooting 43%. The Squadron now 40% off that tray ball. Right, Foreman now spins in. Where's the foul call, says Ryan Panone. And coming the other way, the Wolves will lay it in off the hand of Chris Silva. Had 12 in their game the other day. The loss to the Sioux Falls Skyforce, but there is a three.
They've been getting good action on the offensive end, but haven't really been able to slow down the Iowa Wolves so far. They have to put together multiple stops.
The underhand scoop is a beauty right there.
As we watch Rashad James going in his bag with a beautiful finger roll.
Lewis for two. Went to the South Carolina Gamecocks and was the SEC's co-defensive player of the year as a junior. Here's Wright Foreman. Here's Silva. Backdoor bounce.
Has produced really, really good defensive players. One of the better players from Gabon being Stephen Lasme, led the NCAA in shot blocks back in 2006, 2007.
Knocked away by Matt Lewis. Cheatham, season opening, yes, and a foul. Zylan Cheatham. Squadron 5 of 15 from Treyland. And now 5 of a dozen for the Wolves.
You a singer, Eli?
No.
Sounds good to me.
Joe Young to Cheatham. Yes.
And that sounds even better as we get a look at Cheatham going up strong. We take another chance at the hustle, turn it into 2 points as Zylan Cheatham goes.
Pulled down by Cheatham. Here now Hummus for 3. Got it.
Cheatham's a very strong and aggressive player, versatile, poses a mismatch problem for the Wolves.
Shumanga the rebound, and he forces that one back up between 3 Squadron players.
That's a mismatch right there as Shumanga getting on the offensive glass, coming up with a strong putback.
6'11", 270 is Shumanga. The man from Queens, New York, shoots it to the corner, and a 3 is put down.
You make the 3, you get hit, but you got to earn the free throw after the foul.
Lay-in for McKinley Wright, the 4th, who, just as we mentioned earlier, returned from Minnesota on the 6th. And a 3 for John Petty.
John Petty.
Here's Wright. No one's there to help him. He'll dish to the baseline, and a floater for Brandon Sampson. Rebound, Hummus out to Foreman. Harper, Petty for 3. No good. Oh, and Zylan Cheatham flies in from nowhere. Trying to drive the basket. Petty stays right with, and Simpson shoots and rings the bell from outside. Baseline right. And the lay-in by Silva for 2. Harper to Zylan Cheatham. Hankins gets the nice bounce.
Really good execution right there by the Birmingham squad. Catch the ball, goes over his left shoulder with a nice jump hook.
Around the horn. And a one-handed floater by Brandon Sampson. Collegiately with LSU, but he played with the Bulls good bit of 18 and 19. And there's Zach Hankins on the pretty dish.
That's what you want to see if you're a player in this league. You want to see, can you finish in traffic? Can you make multiple decisions as a ball player?
And that 3 by Sampson slows everybody down. And only 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Now 1 of 2. Just one of those nights. Let's see what Petty can do. He can drain it from long range.
Nice shot by John Petty, finding himself getting into a groove.
Now 2 of 6 from outside the arc. And the scoop back by Silva. Here's Young. And he's got it. Joe was wide open, and he shot it before Brandon Sampson got there. He's averaging 21 points a game, which is 17th best in the league. Harper is, as Sampson lets that one fly from long range. The 24 hours of Le Mans.
We did, and they have the race that comes through. It shuts down the city. Play for a really good team. A practice facility and arena was right next to the track in Le Mans, France.
We agreed to disagree on most everything. Here's Rashad James for 3. In all these remote locations, my Lord, they get into their basketball. Here's Zylan Cheatham. Got it for 3.
Nice shot by Cheatham, teeing it up. They care a lot about their basketball internationally.
Oh, one-hand flying jam by Isaiah Miller at 6 feet tall. Again, Miller to Shumanga. And a whistle and a timeout for Birmingham. How bizarre. Jared Harper 0 for 9 from the floor, 0 for 3 from the arc, and only 1 for 3 from the line. Wright, Shimunga back to Wright, and nobody came out. 5 on the shot clock. 3, 2, a floater, yes, and he gets the shooter's roll. Wright forced it up, and Wright Foreman has it, bounce up, Hankins, yes, for 2.
That's a beautiful pass right there, Eli. You see that bounce pass with the left hand.
Looking for an opening, knocked away. Hankins with 9 seconds. Wright Foreman, 7 seconds, over the head for 2.
Beautiful lay-in.
Eli Gold, Richard Hendricks alongside, and Harper finally with 11:18 to go on the 4th.
Nice touch.
Sampson looks for Silva, goes the other way to Lewis, and he's glad he did.
Really good ball movement and execution by both of these teams. This fourth quarter is going to be critical if one team's want to try to get themselves ahead.
And Jared, all of a sudden, if he gets hot, Hamas, no good. Put back Hankins, no, he'll dish on the perimeter. And Wright Foreman will can it for 3. Silva, and a new career high in scoring with that basket right there. He's got 24. And the putback by Rashad at the other end of the floor. Silva watched by Hankins. Rebound and the putback for Isaiah Miller.
Good defense by Hankins there on Silva,
yeah,
on the jump hook, but his teammates are going to have to come to his defense and box out.
There's Harper now with a 3 and a beauty. And now Harper dishes. And Wright Foreman hits for 3, and a timeout is taken by the visitors from Des Moines. And they left him alone. And Justin Wright Foreman makes him pay.
That was beautiful action before Justin Wright Foreman goes in his bag and shows you the individual skills, but the action, dribble weaves, cleaning up, yes there is, constantly. You have to be in constant communication with your teammates and understand what each other are doing.
And Justin Wright Foreman, I know what he's doing.
And when you do that, that's what it results in, a wide open look.
Played 3 games with the Timberwolves last year, and there's a tray out of the corner. Out to Lewis. Nice delay, and he'll lay it in for 2. Jared Harper. Wow, how did that get through all the traffic? Cheatham. Harper get a step on Sampson. Nice. And timeout is being taken by Iowa. Shots aren't going, but the clock is right. And a little touch for 2.
It was. Good hustle by Wright to recover that ball.
Yeah, that was not a foul. He tripped himself up. And Frazier, no. Shimunga, yes. Knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Squadron ball with 4 on the shot clock. Shot clock at 5. Over everybody. And Hamas on a loose ball foul. Frazier to Wright. 30 seconds to go. Wright. And he's got 3.
When you're in a development league like the G League, you know, it's every opportunity to work on your game is critical.
Sure. Long range 3, count it for McKinley Wright.
They're trying to give themselves a chance. It's 24.2 seconds to go in the game.
And that's a lot of time in this league.
It is. It is. We see McKinley Wright the 4th having a little gamesmanship with Cheatham on the free throw line, a little chat.
Wright for three on the pump. No, and flying in to get his own rebound. Off the near side, Lewis for three. You just knew this one was going to be a nail biter down to the finish.
Two evenly matched teams. It's not surprising to see this coming down to the last few possessions.
That's why Cheatham took those extra free throws after the game the other day against the Texas Legends. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, shot no good. Rebound, Horn, game over. Squadron wins 117 to 113.